FNL Vintage. Retro runway footage. Resurfaced interviews. And style archives. Revisit iconic collections. And celebrities. Of fashion seasons past.
Backstage at Megan Fabulous fashion show with Caroline DeMori, right?
Hi, sexy.
Hello. Oh, you think I'm sexy?
No, I just say that sometimes.
Oh, right. Well, thank you very much. Okay, well, see, she's being mean.
I'm just kidding. You're adorable. Look
You're
at
beautiful too. Thank you.
you.
All right, so what are you up to?
Well, I'm in the middle of getting my hair did for the
You
second.
want to do right and left, really quick?
Oh. I'm in the middle of getting my hair done for the Sexy Megan Fabulous show, which I'm always excited to do, even though I got a little cut up in the fitting. I'm wearing some
Did you say cut up or caught up?
cut up,
Literally.
literally.
That's kind of scary.
No, but it's like gonna be that hot that it's worth it. Like, would I ever do something that could harm me? No. But for Megan, yes. I would.
She is fabulous.
She's so fabulous. I adore her.
And what about other projects? What are you doing? I heard like a little bird said something about a reality show or something on VH something, or I don't know. Are you allowed to talk about that?
Are there a lot of VHs out there?
I think there's a VH5
Sounds like a
and
disease, doesn't it?
I think that's other stuff. I want to know about diseases. I'm sorry. No, actually.
I'm working on a little show on VH1 called It Girls.
So are you an it girl?
I don't know. That's what they say, but I don't even know.
She's
what
an
that means.
it girl.
No.
Okay? She's it.
I mean, whatever that means, I guess I fit the label, but what we're doing is it's honestly never been done before, and I don't just say that, you know what I mean? It's not just a bunch of girls talking about who they're boning and whatnot. It's really just like girls trying to make it in the industry and in the world and just like really actually doing something with their lives, which
So-
I'm really a big fan of.
Where and when and how? When does it air? What day? What time?
You know
or-
what? We don't know a lot of the details, but I do know something about like February 07.
Okay.
We might be getting a peek, but we've been filming, and apparently I've been getting good feedback, so I think it might be quite entertaining. But it's us three girls, Sarah Howard and Sarah Hudson. Sarah Hudson is an amazing singer. Kate Hudson's cousin, actually,
Right.
the other Hudson brothers' daughter.
Okay,
She's
yeah,
a
yeah.
rock star. She's in a band
Oh,
called
wow.
Ultraviolet. Seen her perform a million times. She rocks. And then there's me, who's like all over the place, DJ, model, actress.
So you can like spin and.
Yeah, I mean, I just did the InStyle.
Let me see how your hand-
I'm like,
In New York, right?
yeah, New York. You heard about it.
Yeah.
It was really fun, actually. There was lots of cool peeps there. I had fun. So yeah, I've just been like DJing it up. I've been working on my indie films. I just finished my second film, Daydreamer, which is in post-production right now. And my show is basically watching all of this happen. They're watching the progression
so
of a
it's like
star.
reality show on your life. Or
Not really
what
on
you're
my
doing.
life, but they want to watch somebody go from,
Nothing to something.
yeah.
From East LA in the ghetto all the way up.
I'm not going to say I came from the ghetto because honestly, if you call Malibu the ghetto, whatever, to each its own. But I definitely didn't come. I'm not a daughter
I have
of.
seen
I'm not a.
what was it called? Malibu's Most Wanted.
Right, exactly.
That was you.
You saw how gangster that was.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
He was like from the hood.
Right.
No. But it does show that, like, honestly, people, there's things on the internet like, oh, she's some heiress, socialite, blah, blah, blah. Not true. And once I invite you into my one-bedroom apartment and I drive my Prius, you'll see that, like, I'm a family girl. I help my dad out at D'Amore's Pizza. I, like, do everything. You know what I mean?
I grew
like,
up in a pizzeria too, actually.
Really?
Yeah,
What
all the
pizzeria?
time.
I bet
Well, it
you
was in
mine's better.
Florida.
Oh, okay.
It's not
Florida.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
just kidding. No, so it's just everything. It's about somebody just trying to make it in this crazy, messed up world.
So I'm here with Fern. Fern's the vice president of IMG Fashion, right? The people who put everything together. So Fern, everyone sees on TV the celebrities, all the glamour, but really, what does it take to put all this together? You do New York Fashion Week, you do LA Fashion Week, you do Fashion Week in Miami, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, you also do Fashion Weeks outside of the country.
Yes, we do. And all the ones in the U.S. going forward now will be Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week, actually. It's Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week at Smashbox Studios here right now. And starting in February, it'll be Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week in New York.
Wow.
And it's going to be Mercedes-Benz swim shows in Miami.
Right.
Yep. So, and then, yes, we do a lot of things around the world. Our offices, in the next couple of weeks, will be producing Lakme Fashion Week in Mumbai and Fashion Week Moscow. And then we do Sydney and Melbourne and Singapore. And
So you do a lot of traveling. You have to go to all these different cities?
I can't get to all of them, but I try to get. I get around enough.
So what does it take to do all this stuff?
Well, we work on these shows all year round. I mean, one just rolls into another, and the seasons just come so fast between spring and fall shows. It's kind of scary, but it takes a dedicated, passionate, creative team that we have based in New York, and we have our LA office here that does work with us in some of the production here on this event. But we love what we do. Everybody is passionate about it, and we have a ton of volunteers and freelancers and staff that we add on in each of these cities when we do an event.
So you sit down, I see you all the time front row at all these different designers, world-class, just amazing designers, and you see the fashions every season changing and changing. So you probably have an extremely good, feel of what's happening and what's happened. And
we try to, I mean, I look and I see and I observe and I have a very stuffed closet, and then don't have enough
Everyone
room.
keeps sending you clothes?
Well, I wish it was that. I wish that were the case, but that's not really the way.
All
it
of you
works.
guys have to send her some
That's
clothes.
not the way it works. But no, we see a lot, and you see a lot of talented people, and you see some talent that you go, right off the bat, God, this is somebody you want to nurture and move with, and you see a lot of people who you go, this shouldn't be on the runway, and a lot of people you want to run backstage and say, edit. You don't need to see all that, and tighten it and focus a little bit, but you see it all, from the ridiculous to the sublime. But that's what fashion's about,
Right.
and you never know who's going to be the next new hot designer that will build up and somebody will knock down, and who's going to have the staying power.
Now, what's the best thing, the most exciting thing you've experienced throughout all these different seasons and years you've worked on? Is that hard to answer?
That's impossible to answer.
There's so many.
Impossible. I mean, I wish I kept better notes, actually. I would have had a good book.
So you have to start writing a book so you
I
can publish
know.
it one day, and then all of you guys can buy it.
And then I have to stop working
Right.
in the industry. 'Cause if I really wrote it down, most people wouldn't believe that it was true, because you just see some crazy things here. But that's the fashion business. The creative, fun people, and lots of egos, and people wanting to do their thing, and we support it all. We're here to help provide the platform and the stage, and give the professional environment for people to shine and do their thing.
Now, I talk to a lot of people in my show. I talk to people on the street. I come and talk to celebrities. A lot of people on the streets, they say, oh, fashion's my life. I want to be a designer. And so many people want to get involved. What would your advice be to all those people out there that have talked to me about getting involved in the fashion industry?
Well, the truth is that for every one designer on a label, there's hundreds of people behind the scenes who have to make that happen. It's a tough business. This industry is not so forgiving. I mean, if you want to be a designer, you have to follow your passion and do that. But you need to simultaneous track, work closely and develop a business plan and work with a business person. And the best businesses that succeed are not just the creative side, but somebody who's on a parallel track, making it work as a business partner.
So you have the creative artist, and then you have the business partner that's thinking strictly business. And
It's a business. This is a
Right.
business at the end of the day.
a lot of people think
It's about selling clothing
Right.
and producing the
Profit.
orders, the production, the shipping, the banking, the financing, the taxes, and designers shouldn't necessarily have to be encumbered with all of that. So The best examples of companies that succeed are the ones that have smart business guys with them or business women with them. But now everybody wants to be a designer, and with Project Runway, that's just opened up that world to so many people. And I'm actually the judge on the final episode.
Oh, really?
Which is
And when is that airing?
2 nights on Wednesday.
How did it feel?
It felt great. It was a big build-up, but now that it's over, it feels amazing. I'm really excited to have my first show.
What will our audience see on the runway?
You will see everything from bodysuits to lingerie, from jumpsuits, long wrap skirts, various dresses, lots of dresses. Everything is done in silk habitai, and then I do a wrinkle treatment, and everything has raw edges to give a little edginess to it. Very sexy pieces, very feminine.
And what about the colors?
The color palette ranges from a white, or an off-white, which is called ice, from blues, pale greens, and ivy, dust. It basically represents the natural elements, pretty much.
All right, thank you very much for your time. So Morgan, we're here backstage in the VIP area, as everyone can see, of the Smashbox Studios LA Fashion Week. What have you been up to?
Well, I've been working on Fashion House madly, and so then promoting
I have
it.
to say you look amazing on that show, by the way.
Oh, thank you. So I've been up doing that, promoting that, and then I have another TV movie called Initiation of Sarah that's going to run October 22nd. So I've been promoting that one, so it eats up a lot of time.
And where is that movie going to be airing? Is it on the big screen or is it
No, they're TV movies.
Okay, TV
Yeah, it's a TV movie.
on which network?
On ABC Family.
And then Fashion House, what day, what time?
Well, 5 nights a week, but the Fashion House is 5 nights a week, and then a wrap up on Saturday. And but I don't know. It depends. The time depends on your market, on where you are. On the East and West Coasts, it's 9 o'clock.
Okay, and there's probably a website. Was it like Fashion House? Is there fashionhouse.com or?
Fashionhouse.com, I hope. Since I just said it.
Or it's. I'm sure they could look it up on Google or something like that.
Uh-huh.
So, what different designers are you looking forward to seeing, or that you really like overall?
Well, I'm just here to see what's going on. I'm not even sure who all is showing here this year, so I'm just here to see what all is happening.
Okay, and what would you say the do's and the don'ts are?
Don't make us look fat.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, and for some of us who are a little older, it's like, don't show too much skin.
What are you, like 28, 29?
Oh yeah, right. So
You're stunning.
it's always fun because as you get a little older, you start realizing that you can't show as much as you used to, and you just, you want something fun and sexy and girly but womanly that doesn't look ridiculous. So.
Donna.
Rocco.
Donna. Okay, so we're here at Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week. First, what are you wearing, Donna?
This is Yoga Army.
Hey, let me twirl you. I'm twirling Donna. She's wearing Yoga Army. She looks amazing and beautiful. Now, I heard that you're working on a film.
No, it's finished.
Oh, it's finished. So you're not working on it? You're not like in the shop cutting it?
No, it's coming out, I guess soon, in a few months. It's called Intervention.
So when is it coming out?
I guess in a couple months. I'm not really, it doesn't have a release date yet.
What was your role, the character name? Anything that you're allowed to disclose on
Got
TV?
it. Okay, it's Jennifer Tilly, love her, Andy McDowell, Rupert Graves, Colin Fior, and Rupert Graves plays this guy that obviously we do an intervention on, and Jennifer Tilly's his wife, and I'm his girlfriend.
You're stunning.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
So tell me, first, before we talk about the inspiration and what brought you to today, tell me about your history, your background, and what you pulled from there to put into what you're doing today.
Okay. I'm originally from Hawaii, so hence the swimwear. Swimwear was definitely a natural progression for me. I was actually a competitive surfer growing up, but I grew up on the beach. And and I was always obsessed with fashion. And I thought that swimwear didn't have to just be sporty. I thought you could make a statement. I thought you could be glamorous and fashion forward in swimwear as well. And so that's sort of where the line took off.
So what inspired you specifically for this collection this season?
I'm doing sort of what I call a glamorous nautical, and it's all Americana, sort of a glamorous take on the preppy chic, East Coast, Hamptons, Nantucket, love story, that sort of feeling with the red, white, and blue. A lot of nautical navies and whites, but still very structured, monochromatic coloring with hints of gold. Got to have some bling in there.
Right.
Yeah, and some sex appeal. So.
And who is a Shade Todd woman? The woman that you would see walking down the street and you said, that is a Shade Todd woman.
She's a risk taker. She's a statement maker. She's somebody who's not afraid to stand out. Somebody who's not afraid to go to the beach or go to the party or and be the one to stand out and make a statement. Yeah, statement makers. I like them.
I try to be a statement maker, but I'm not a woman. I guess I could try one day to be a woman, but I was told this to remain as a man, so I'll remain.
Swimsuit for you. Don't worry.
You.
Definitely make a statement.
Yeah, you'll have me walk down the runway.
Make a statement. Yeah.
My first show in Milan as a model a long time ago was actually a Speedo show.
There you go.
Yeah, it was very nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
What's the look that BB is achieving, that you're trying to achieve here with the makeup for the fashion show here?
Well, what we're doing backstage, Rocco, is actually for BB, it's a really candlelit, warm, sophisticated look. Eventually, we're going to put some golden gloss over the eyelids so their eyes look sort of ethereal and beautiful and magical, and a really amazing sort of long lash. And we're kind of doing a signature orange lip this season with a little bit of gold in it. The collection has a lot of black and white in the clothing with little accents of gold, so we thought we'd kind of do the same, like kind of an orangey golden lip. And it's just beautiful, and the girls feel pretty, and that's all that matters to me.
What tips could you give our viewers concerning the colors this season, concerning makeup do's and makeup don'ts? Just if you could tell me really quick.
Absolutely. Well, I think, some of the signature colors we're seeing for spring, summer 07, coral. It's back and better than ever. And it's not your grandmother's coral. It's a sheer wearable coral. It's sort of, peachy. There's a little bit of, like, for the eyes, sheer jewel tones like sheer green and mint and pink. So a little bit of color this season. I would say stay away from black eyeliner this season because, it's summer and spring and you want to keep the eyes soft.
It's funny because when I was in New York, they actually put black eyeliner in my eye and it was irritating my eyes and it hurt and it burned. I was like, my God, I want to get this stuff out of my eyes. And now for this season, we didn't do it.
It's hard to be a rock star, right? It's like, ow, exactly. Yeah, it's like, especially if you're not used to wearing black eyeliner every day, Rocco, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, get this out of my eye now. But I think also the girls appreciate it when they can have a nice, clean, fresh look and feel really, really beautiful.
And then, did you come up with a concept for this makeup look? I mean, did you sit down and actually...
Yeah, it's a group effort. It's kind of like I worked a lot with Manny, the owner of BB, David Cardona, who designed for it this season, who's a really dear old friend of mine, and Paula Bradley, who's the stylist on the show. And we kind of all sit together and we brainstorm. We come up with an idea. You look at the clothes. You kind of talk about it's a concept. Who's the BB woman this season? And we all just kind of think about what's going to work.
So who is the BB woman for this season?
Candace.
Really?
I think, well, she is their muse. Candace has been working with them for a long time. I think the BB woman this season is what she is every season. Just sexy, sophisticated, young, and healthy. Just beautiful.
We're actually standing on the runway at the Louis Vuitton show. Are you going to be walking this runway?
No, I'm not.
You need to be.
No,
I think
I'm
you're the
not.
most beautiful woman that I've seen this far.
Thank you so much. No, Louis is a very good friend of mine, and we actually met when I did do the runway. And since then, he's been gracious enough to always make sure that I'm attending and in the front row, watching and supporting. And he's a phenomenal designer. I love the fact he represents the Latin community and Los Angeles as well. So I'm very excited to see his stuff.
So what have you been up to? What are the new up-and-coming things that you're working on?
Well, I am actually reoccurring on Las Vegas, so that airs on NBC. So I've been busy doing that as well. I just finished working on a project with Bruce Willis and Halle Berry called Perfect Strangers. So please check that out. It's supposed to be coming out in May. So,
Absolutely. So May,
yeah.
Perfect Strangers. Make sure you go watch the film.
Exactly, exactly. So,
And what other shows are you going to be attending?
I know that I'm going to be going to Ashley Page as well. I might be doing a couple denim lines, and I don't know. I'm just here to have a good time and to support everybody and being a fellow Los Angeles native.
I'm here backstage at the Louis Vuitton show with Paul Starr, and he is a star. He did the key makeup. What are the colors? Tell me all about the makeup, the idea, the theme, everything.
Well, it was inspired by Louis' collection, which is really, there's a lot of gold in it, and there was some black particles in it, so there's black nails. It's just gold and a lot of gold and beige. Really, really beautiful. It really inspired me. And so I wanted to do something that was really kind of fresh and beautiful and wearable, like wearable chic.
And what would define a Paul Star woman? Or with the makeup? I mean, you do makeup for several shows. You've been in the business for a long period of time. People rave about you. When I walk back, you're like, oh my God, Paul Star, Mr. Star, Mr. Star.
I don't know what would define my look. I love making women beautiful. I like pulling out their beauty, like dragging them out. Hey, baby, look. Monet, I'd like to ask you, what defines a Paul Star makeup? This is Monet Mazur.
Well, first, a very beautiful woman, and then he
So
takes.
that's a palette like yourself, very beautiful.
No. I haven't actually gotten to have Paul do my makeup very often.
I'll talk to him and try to, get him to do a favor.
I don't. He's an artist. He transformed faces into beautiful, beautiful palettes of art.
Chutney, I see you walking the runways. I see you front stage, sitting to my left, right? You were to my left. And first, let me ask you what you're wearing.
I'm wearing Samora. She dressed me today in this gorgeous dress.
Can you spin for us?
Oh.
Do that one more time. Here, let me see your hand. Okay.
I don't want to show my underwear. It spins up high.
All right, so you're wearing Samora, the show which we just saw.
Yes.
And what'd you think about it?
I thought it was great. Beautiful dresses, nice earth tones, really great colors. I really enjoyed it.
She has to put you in her show next season.
She absolutely does.
You have to put her in your show next season. She walks really well. We saw her earlier in the week, right?
Yes, absolutely. But I love the dresses. I'm a dressed girl. I always wear dresses. So I love to look at lots of different kinds of dresses.
When I try on dresses, people look at me strange, so I try to stay away from dresses.
Beautiful in a dress. You are more than welcome to borrow this one.
Really? We got that on tape. You heard it straight from her mouth. So if I want to wear that dress, I'm allowed to wear it. I'll walk around.
This would look totally hot.
Probably in West Hollywood, I would get a lot of positive attention. Where anywhere else, I would not.
You know what? At Fashion Week, you can wear whatever you want, so you could totally pull it off here.
Okay. How did you get started in this business?
Okay. Well, my grandfather was a tailor, actually from Italy. He was a tailor. So my whole life I was.
Palatadano?
No, no, unfortunately not. Sad to say. So I think I was around a lot of tailoring and sewing and things like that in my life, and I was always interested in. And I went to school at FIT on really good advice from a teacher that I had in high school, and I went to FIT and I did my first line my second semester at FIT. So.
Oh, wow. So what other designers influenced you?
I mean, at that time, definitely Vivienne Westwood. I had a very good friend that was a designer and had a lot of success at that time and still does, Kim Montenegro. Just everything. I love fashion. I love everything about fashion. I love other designers. I love being a designer most of the time. And,
it's a lot of hours, a lot of hard work.
It's a lot of hard work, but at least it's rewarding. I mean, there's tons of things I could be doing that, I would still enjoy, but maybe wouldn't be as rewarding,
And what are we going to see on the runway this season? Like the color palettes, your inspiration, tell me all of it.
Okay. My collection in general is a very colorful collection, and it's also very, very print driven. So when everybody else is saying solid black, we're still doing prints. So it's about prints for me, and mixing prints, mixing colors, quirky color palettes together. Like we're loving like a lilac mist is what we're calling it, mixed with like a lipstick red. We love pop colors of shoes. Even if they don't match, it's still better than a matching shoe, no matter what the color is. If it's turquoise with, emerald, it's still good. So we love that. We're showing lots of like little hats. I think that's a really very cute kind of top off the look thing. And I think women are very confident right now and very confident about fashion and experimenting with fashion. So I think all those things can make you look like, you've gone above and beyond, when in reality you just threw on a really cool shoe color and put a little hat on and you look amazing. So
what would define the woman that would wear your clothes?
I'm very intrigued, and I'm always shocked at who wears my clothes. I've seen everybody from like, a girl wear it to like a debutante ball to, friends of mine that are full body tattooed, wearing like our prom dresses. So I think I'm always super fascinated and really excited by who wears our clothes and to what to what occasions. I'm always pretty shocked. Yeah.
Well, I have 2 movies coming out: Illegal Aliens with Anna Nicole Smith.
Oh, I love Anna.
It's been crazy. The Cougar Club with Faye Dunaway and Joe Mantegna. The next episode of Surreal Life coming out, and working on new movies.
What is that?
This is my Hello Kitty, like
Sure,
Little Italy. This is called Little Italy. That's
Little
what that's
Italy
called. Yeah. Hell to the yeah.